It's no secret that we absolutely love our next guest. She's the actress you know from The Secret Life of an American Teenager and as Anna Torres on Grownish. Please welcome my girl, Francia Raisa. Hey, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How are you? How's everyone?
So good.
Good. How are you? We're so happy to have you on today.
I'm so happy to be here, finally. Every time I see Adrian, I'm like, girl, get me on your show.
I love it.
You're
I
here,
got
girl.
you, girl.
We're glad to have you.
Welcome. Welcome. Now, like you just said, you and I are friends, but there was something that I was kind of shocked by. You are a fan of WWE? When did this happen? When did you become a fan of wrestling?
It happened in, I want to say 3rd or 4th grade. I had a crush on a boy.
Okay.
And he was like, I really love wrestling. Do you watch WWF? It was WWF at the time. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. And he was like, yeah, Monday Night Raw tonight. Are you so excited? I was like, for sure. Yeah, totally excited. Had no idea. And I liked him so much that I went home and I watched it and I became obsessed. I actually became a bigger fan than him. I think he thought I was weird after that because all I talked about was like Triple H and The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin and the whole thing. So we probably dated for about 2 weeks, which means it's like a year in 4th grade. So it was pretty successful. And then my sisters became huge fans. We got the PlayStation games and played wrestling all the time. I mean, I still kind of watch it. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
Well,
That is
speaking
awesome.
of dating, we all know that you are living the single life right now. So I want to know personally, are you pandemic dating at all?
No, I was going to. See, what happened was I had a boyfriend who you met, Adrian, and we broke up in 2019 and we were living together. So I'm really happy that I didn't have to quarantine with him. Not going to lie. Sorry if you're watching. And I took most of 2020. I was going to date. I was open to it, but I took time to be by myself and really learn myself. And girl, I am dating differently now. I'm open to it. But I realized that before I was so worried if he liked me. I was going to my friends being like, do you think he likes me? Do you think he likes me? And now I'm like, hold on. Do I like you? I don't even know if I like you. The way I like the conversation. And going back to 3rd and 4th grade dating, I went to like something just because a boy liked it. And I've been doing that most of my life. So now I'm living free and, learning what I like as opposed to what someone else likes and dating differently, more for myself.
I love
Now,
that.
as an
That's a
actress,
word
you
right
are
there.
constantly in the spotlight. And over the past few years, you've become a voice for the Latinx community. Do you feel pressure to speak out?
No. I did feel pressure before. When I first started in the industry, obviously there weren't a lot of us working. And so people were always telling me like I should represent and all this stuff. I was like, well, I am, I'm working. And I didn't like the pressure so much. I wasn't, as educated in like what was going on. So I stayed quiet for a long time. And you also got to remember back when I started, social media didn't exist. So, speaking politics, religion, and money when I grew up was not allowed. Coming on Grownish and seeing how Gen Z is literally taking over the world and, Yara putting so much effort into our nation right now, it really kind of woke me up. And at her 18th, not her 18th birthday, but prior to that, we had an event. And I was told that I was someone that was looked up to in the Latinx community. And I really took that to heart. And so when Trump came into office and DACA, was being rescinded or threatened to be rescinded, I mean, it really just lit a fire under me. And so then I started speaking up. So now I put the pressure on myself, but I never really allowed anyone else to put the pressure on me.
Yeah, and we
Love
thank you
that.
for doing that too. So we also love seeing you as a college student on Grownish, but you actually never went to college. So do you ever feel like you're getting to live vicariously through your character, Anna?
Oh, yes. I mean, and here's the thing. I didn't have to pay to go to college. Now I'm getting paid to go to college, and it's fun. In the first episode, I had my first college party. I did a slip and slide. I learned about what an RA is. I learned what dorms are. I learned so much. So my character's 10 years younger than me, for those of you that don't know. So it's been fun going back in time and kind of seeing the way I used to think when I was younger, and also like what life could have been like if I did go to college. So it's been a really, really fun journey, and I get paid to do it. So that's also really fun.
You better come through with that Latina youth playing someone 10 years younger. I see you, girl. And we're about to watch you. Yes. In a clip from tonight's episode of Grownish. Let's check it out.
Well, it appears Guy is not the only one addicted to IG pages. I see you've left some comments on Doug's pictures tonight. Big deal. We're still cool, but you orbiting Doug and coincidentally showing up at the places he's at, it's only making things harder. If your goal with this break was was to stay focused on running track, then don't sabotage your own plan.
Preach, bitch.
Audio Bible.
Love
It is such a great show, and it's been almost a year since we've seen a new episode of Grownish. So, what's in store for tonight's mid-season premiere? We have to know.
So the first thing I have to say is we shot this pre-pandemic. This is 2019. I haven't touched a set since, which I'm going crazy about. But we touch on a lot of subjects like student loans, toxic masculinity. And then my character, she embarks on a new journey for herself, a faithful journey. We know that Anna is Catholic and grew up conservative, but now, she's entering a new type of faith that she's never been introduced to before. So I'm actually really excited for that. And then, watching that clip actually makes me laugh because, I give that kind of advice, or Anna does, but she does a complete opposite. She's stalking like crazy and hacking into iPads. You have no idea.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. The mid-season premiere of Grownish returns tonight at 8, 7 Central on Freeform and will be available tomorrow on Hulu.